Hey guys, today I feel like comparing the original Xbox 360 to the Xbox 360 Slim. The way I got the Xbox 360 original was, it was my brother's and he went off to college and he lent me it and I had no real use for it, so I thought I might as well just do a comparison, because I've been wanting to do a video like this or a video similar to this for quite some time. So let's just get into it. As you can see, that's the they call it the slimmer version, or the S model, because it is slim. But I would say I've measured, it's about a quarter inch slimmer, and it's about 2 inches smaller. But I guess the Xbox 360 small doesn't really have that much of a ring to it. I don't know. This one I got in early 2012 for I think $170 at GameStop, something like that. I'm not sure exactly. I got the 4GB model. It has built-in 4 gigabytes and with no hard drive. This one, I think it's running on I think it says on the top, 20 gigs, the hard drive is, and the memory card. The memory card that's 4 gigs is built into this, but this is the memory card. It's, as you can see, focus. I don't think it's, no, but it's 256 megabytes. You can get bigger ones, smaller ones. Smaller ones are obviously cheaper. There's another, just in case you want more space. So this is a sync button. This is the power button. And here's what they call the USB face. It has 2 USBs in here for USB controllers or keyboards or whatever you want to do. Here, the USB face is vertical as opposed to horizontal. Sync button is right here. The USBs are in there. Same with the serial number, which can be a bit harder to see, but whatever. As you can see, if I move the consoles this way, the Xbox 360, as it says right here, you can't see that, but if you, on the black version, you can. It's smaller. And like, it's a better view here. It's more jagged edges. I kind of like that. It's a bit more curved here. Very early or mid 2000s. It has nubs right here, basically saying you can have it horizontal. Although I see a lot of commercials and things like that showing that you can have it vertical. Or that's primarily what you think they want to use, but pretty much everybody I know, and what I personally do, I have it horizontal. The only way I have it vertical is for space issues, anything like that. I've never permanently had it for an extended period of time. In fact, one time I had to call Xbox tech support, and they said one thing is you should always have it horizontal. So you should definitely have either console regardless. Horizontal. Now let's move to the back. I took it off the tripod so you can see it a little bit better and I can get some more close-ups. Let's start with the original Xbox 360. This is the exhaust, and this is one of the reasons for the red ring of death. It was that people would just sort of put it up against a wall or something, because that's simply how a lot of like media centers are made. And the exhaust couldn't really get out, and it resulted in red rings, or that was part of the reason for the red rings. There's a lot of internal reasons why. Here is where the power brick plugs in. It has HDMI, AV, there's the Ethernet port, and this is the Wi-Fi adapter. This, I think, is extremely bullshit. Let me just plug it. Okay, so Microsoft's reason behind this is they're basically thinking like the original Xbox. The original Xbox didn't really have a Wi-Fi adapter. If it did, I can't really think of it. or anything like that. I don't remember seeing, because I had the original Xbox and I got a lot of accessories for it, before I got the 360. And a lot of people, when they went on original Xbox Live, I never did, but when people did, they basically just used their Ethernet port. But since technology evolves, people are various other things, yada yada yada. You have to get one of these. This was, I could be wrong about this, but to my knowledge, $80. $80 new when it was primarily being sold. You can get them fairly cheap on Amazon or at GameStop. So there's a USB back here, but if most people who had 360 use this, it's gonna be taken up. Thanks, Microsoft. Here's some more exhaust, which I forgot to mention before. The hard drive sort of hangs off here. I'm not sure if I can really get it off with one hand, but nope, I can't. But basically, it can come off fairly easy with two hands. Now onto the Slim. It has power brick. This is optical audio, HDMI, AV. It has built-in Wi-Fi, so this is built-in. Ethernet. I'm not sure what that is. If you do know, put in the comments. Sorry. 3 USB ports, and including the 2 on the front, that's 5 USB ports. That's pretty good, opposed to the 3 or 2 basically that you have free on the Xbox original, or Xbox 360 original. Moving to the side, this is where the exhaust is. Internally, it doesn't red ring, but it can overheat, but then again, most products do. Down under it, the hard drive, instead of just hanging off there, is hidden away, and it's kind of a bitch to take out, but it can be easy. This is the hard drive, and you have to get if you're transitioning from this to this, you have to get a transfer cable. Or if you just want to get data from another hard drive, you have to get a transfer cable. Those can cost up to $20, but you can get them fairly cheap online. Now I'm going to go over to the various other things that come with the console. I plugged both systems in just to show you what it sounds like when they turn on, what it's like when they turn on, all in all. Okay, so with the original Xbox 360, it basically just... Not sure if you can hear that, but it's not super loud, but it's fairly loud. You can see that's on from the the green light. Let me just turn that off. With the 360 Slim, it makes a little noise. I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up or not. It's very touch sensitive. This, you have to actually press like a button, but this is touch sensitive. And this opens, and it does the same sort of noise. With this, it's if it was still plugged in, it doesn't really make a noise besides just the clicking. Now I'm going to show you both power bricks. Let's start with the original 360. It's pretty long, gets pretty hot when it's turned on, and LGR said it best, that the end piece basically looks like an off-brand Lego piece. It's kind of right. Standard 2-prong, who cares. It's breakaway, which is nice. I'm not sure if the PS3 has a power brick. It might be built in on either of them or all three of them, but I'm not sure. The Xbox One does, and the Xbox One's over there. If you can see it, there's the All-Scene Connect. There's the slim version, and comparing it in length, it's pretty much the same size. I think the 360 original is slightly wider, but it's, I'd say, 2 or 3 inches longer. And this looks more like a standard power cable. They both have a light that, when it's plugged in, it's either orange or green depending if the console's on. It's breakaway, normal, whatever's. You can't use these for either one. Like, this can only be used as slim, and this can only be used for the original. Why? I have no idea. This pisses off a lot of people, but then again, if you're buying the console, you're most likely getting the power brick, and I'm pretty sure you can get one on Microsoft.com or Amazon or whatever. The console itself comes with not an HDMI cable, but basically both iterations. The 360 that came out last year, it's called the Super Slim. It comes with, it might come with an HDMI, I'm not sure. I don't know anybody who owns one yet. This is the one for the 360 Slim. Here's the one for the original 360. I think you can use them for both because they're pretty much the same size. They're standard RCA cables. Yeah, there's not much to it. They match their consoles. This one's sleek and black. This one's sort of curvy and gray, which is what a lot of things are for the original. The last thing we're going to look at is the controllers. This is the original, this is the Slim. The original, they both use the same sort of battery pack, but this is the Nyko one. I think that every 360 owner should have that. I did a review on it, link in the description. It has this D-pad. I really like the controller for the Xbox 360, but I don't like the D-pad. The Xbox One D-pad is a million times better. The guide button is a bit more flat black. Yeah, they both do that when they try to turn on. Regular buttons, nothing special. Ready to start and select. Here it says Xbox 360. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's right above that thing. It's a little broken. It's right here. It just says Microsoft. Not much else besides that, except the 360 Slim one is a bit more glossy. Yeah, everything's the same. The triggers, the bumpers, everything is pretty much the same. Well, which 360 do I recommend? If you have a tight budget, I recommend this one, but that's only because there's a lot of them around. But if you have a few extra bucks, definitely pick this one up. It doesn't red ring. It's not as defective. It's lighter. I forgot to mention that. This one is definitely heavier. It's louder. It doesn't make the cool chime. But all in all, they're both 360s. They both play the same games. Yeah. So if you want a 360, pick either of these up, but pick this one up. Well, thanks for that. I'm gonna, after I upload this, I have a plethora of videos that I want to upload, and they'll be up pretty quickly. Alright, thanks.